When a star like Demet Özdemir enters a room, the world takes notice. But this time, it wasn't a movie premiere or a red carpet appearance that set the internet ablaze. It was something much more personal, much more real, her unforgettable wedding dance. The performance that made millions of fans gasp, smile, and cry at the same time. A moment that proved, once again, that Demet isn't just a brilliant actress, she's pure magic in motion. The night started like any other glamorous wedding, the lights soft and golden, the atmosphere dripping with elegance. But everyone knew something special was about to happen. As the music began, a familiar figure stepped into the spotlight, Demet Özdemir, radiant in her shimmering gown, her smile lighting up the entire venue. Cameras flashed, guests whispered, and within seconds, every eye was locked on her. No one expected what came next. Demet didn't just dance, she told a story. A story of love, loss, passion, and freedom, all through movement. Her arms flowed like poetry, her expressions changed with every beat. It wasn't choreography. It was emotion. It was truth. Those who were there said it felt like watching a scene from a movie that no director could ever recreate. It was spontaneous, raw, breathtaking. The music, a blend of traditional Turkish rhythms and modern beats, filled the air. And as Demet spun, her veil catching the light like fire, the crowd erupted in applause. Some guests stood, others cried. Even the groom was left speechless, eyes glistening as if he was watching the woman he loved for the first time. But what no one expected was how the world would react. Within hours, clips of Demet's dance flooded Instagram, TikTok, and X. "The most beautiful wedding dance I've ever seen," one fan wrote. "This isn't just a dance, it's an emotion," another commented. Within 24 hours, the video had surpassed 10 million views, and counting. What made it so unforgettable wasn't just the elegance of her movements, but the emotion behind them. Demet Özdemir has always been known for her expressive face, her ability to make viewers feel every heartbeat. But here, without a script, without direction, she revealed something deeper, her authentic self. Every step she took seemed to whisper a secret, every glance carried meaning. Some fans even noticed that during one part of the dance, her eyes seemed to fill with tears, a moment that sent social media into a frenzy. Was it happiness? Nostalgia? Or something else entirely? People began dissecting the video frame by frame. Many pointed out that her gestures mirrored scenes from her past projects, as if she was revisiting moments of love and heartbreak she once portrayed on screen. Others believed it was a silent message to someone from her past. Could it have been Yaman, her former co-star and rumored love interest? The comments section exploded with speculation. "This part looks like she's dancing for him," one wrote. "She smiled exactly the way she did in her Kensi Kuss," another said. Fans began creating emotional edits, blending clips of the dance with scenes from her shows. In just a few days, the dance had turned into a viral phenomenon, not just for its beauty, but for the emotional storm it unleashed. And then, Turkish media caught wind of it. Headlines read, "Demet Özdemir's wedding dance melts millions of hearts. Was that a message to Yaman, the dance that stopped time?" Demet, who had tried to keep the event private, suddenly found herself once again at the center of the global spotlight. Still, those who know her best say the performance wasn't about the past. It was about celebration, of life, love, and independence. Friends close to Demet revealed that she had personally chosen the song and insisted on no rehearsals. She wanted it to be real, one insider shared. She said, "I just want to feel every beat and move the way my heart tells me to." And that's exactly what she did. For Demet, the dance wasn't just part of the ceremony, it was her message to the world. After years of being known for her roles, her beauty, and her rumored romances, she wanted to remind everyone who she really is, an artist, a woman, a soul that feels deeply and expresses freely. The venue was drenched in emotion. The chandeliers reflected soft golden light onto her gown, which shimmered like liquid silver. Every twirl, every step drew the crowd deeper into her world. Guests said it was like watching light itself dance. One guest described the moment simply, "It wasn't a performance, it was a confession." The video's virality reached beyond borders. In Italy, where Demet has a massive fan base, entertainment programs covered it non-stop. Una danza che tocca l'anima, one Italian magazine headlined, a dance that touches the soul. In Spain, fan pages translated every comment. In Brazil, fans began recreating her dance in TikTok challenges. And in Turkey, even people who had never watched her show stopped scrolling when they saw that clip. But it wasn't just the dance, it was the emotion behind it. Many fans said they could feel her story through the movements. After all, Demet has had a journey full of highs and lows, a path marked by fame, heartbreak, and rebirth. From her early days as a backup dancer to becoming one of Turkey's most beloved actresses, she has never forgotten where she came from. This dance, many said, was her way of coming full circle. At one point during the performance, Demet raised her hands to the sky, a gesture that many interpreted as a tribute to her late father, to whom she has always been deeply connected. In that instant, even those who didn't know her personally felt the weight of her emotion. The applause that followed wasn't just polite, it was thunderous. The guests stood, clapping through tears, while Demet bowed gracefully, visibly moved. And then, something truly unexpected happened. The groom, clearly overwhelmed, joined her on the dance floor. Together, they finished the final steps, holding hands, smiling, lost in the music. The crowd erupted in cheers. Cameras flashed, and in that moment, it wasn't just a wedding, it was a symbol of unity, passion, and love that the internet would never forget. As the night went on, guests continued to talk about what they had witnessed. It wasn't just a dance, one friend said. It was like watching her soul speak. In the days that followed, interview requests poured in. Major outlets wanted to know the story behind the performance. But true to her nature, Demet stayed quiet. She posted just one photo, her barefoot on the dance floor, captioned simply, "Felt every moment." That single sentence gained over 2 million likes and tens of thousands of comments. Celebrities, co-stars, and directors all chimed in. Actress Neslihan Atagul commented, "You've outdone yourself, Demet." Director Faruk Turgut wrote, "You don't act, you live every role, even off-screen." And among the thousands of messages, fans noticed one particularly intriguing, like, from none other than Yaman himself. That single like reignited rumors of rekindled emotions. "He saw it," one fan wrote. Of course he did. Hashtags like #DemetDance and #CanLiked exploded on social media. Fans began speculating once again, was this a silent message between two souls who once shared something beyond the camera lens? But regardless of the gossip, one thing was undeniable: Demet Özdemir had created a cultural moment. Her wedding dance wasn't about fame, ratings, or public image. It was about authenticity, something rare in the world of showbiz. And that authenticity is exactly what her fans love her for. Her journey from a young dreamer in Istanbul to a global icon has been marked by courage and vulnerability. And perhaps that's why this dance hit differently. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't polished. It was real. Even music critics praised her timing and flow, noting that the way she moved to the rhythm showed a deep connection to the music. She dances like someone who has lived through everything, joy, heartbreak, and rebirth, one reviewer wrote. The video continues to trend weeks later. Remixes have been made, fans from across the world have recreated it, and her official wedding clip has now reached over 50 million views across platforms. Some even call it the most emotional celebrity wedding moment of the decade. But for Demet, none of that seems to matter. In a quiet interview later, she simply said that night wasn't about showing something. It was about feeling alive. Truly alive. And that's what makes her different. She doesn't chase attention, attention chases her. Because when Demet Özdemir dances, the world stops to watch. Her unforgettable wedding performance wasn't just a viral moment. It was a reflection of everything she stands for: passion, freedom, and truth. And in a world full of filters and perfection, Demet's raw emotion reminded everyone that real beauty isn't about the spotlight, it's about the soul behind it. Because some dances fade after the music stops. But Demet Özdemir's? It will live forever in the hearts of millions.